So in the last videos, so we are covering a sequence of reasoning prompts. So in that we discussed about manual COT, where we are going to write the reasoning steps. So my AI model has to follow those reasoning steps before solving the problem. Then auto COT. So when I'm giving any task to my AI model, I'm not going to provide reasoning steps. My AI model has to generate the reasoning steps automatically. And then next, reflection prompting, where so I'm going to give a problem. For that problem, some review kind of thing we will do automatically. Based on that review, some improved version we can expect. Self consistency, we will solve that problem many number of times, and the majority voting answer we will select. Tree of thoughts. So for the given problem, multiple paths will be there. You have to explore that in multiple paths. If anyway the correct answer is not coming, you can remove that branch and you have to choose the best. Then even chain of hindsight also we have seen. What is a chain of hindsight? Sir, learn from the mistakes. Learn from the mistakes. Using the corrected answers, we are going to, like, already damage is happened. So next time we are not required to do that. Sir, how I have to improve that? That we have seen. Even majority of students are absent for that. Just you can refer the video. There clearly I explain. Now, today we are going to see one more reasoning prompt, a small concept, but name itself is going to give the clear clarity. What is that is nothing but, sir, step back prompting. Can you please read what is this prompting technique? What is this prompting technique? Yeah, step back. Yeah, name itself is giving very clear clarity, right? What is mean by step back? Sir, generally, when we have a problem, before solving the problem, just step back, and then start solving the problem. Sir, when you step back, what will happen? Maybe you will get some kind of analysis. Okay, so before solving the problem, can you please go back, try to understand the fundamentals, then solve. Don't solve immediately. Okay, so just let me add the statement. This is how to solve tough problems by going back to basics. Before solving, first to go back and check and then solve. So internally what it will do? Sir, it is not going to solve directly. Sir, don't solve immediately, because that concept may be new for. Don't solve directly. Sir, first explain the concept clearly. First explain the concept clearly and then solve the problem. Using that concept. This is nothing but step back prompting what we are going to do. Let me explain with some layman terminology. Then we will go for example. Sir, please be on mute. So let me go with a small basic analysis. Then we will go with the direct prompts. Clear, friends, up to this?
Yeah, clear. So it's is it kind of reverse engineering? We see the what is inside, then we solve the problem.
Yes, exactly. Same concept. Suppose consider one simple Python code. Sir, I have one Python code is there. I will write this Python code. You have to tell whether it is correct code or not. Sir, I am giving age of the person as a 35. age of the person as 35. Sir, print my age is, sir, plus age, like this I'm taking. Can you please tell me, is this code, is it valid or invalid? Yes, please.
Code is it's concatenating. It's not each.
Is it
This
valid?
kind of. Mm,
I think in
no, this
Java it
comma.
is valid. In Java it is valid.
It's commas would be there instead of this one,
Yes,
then
yes,
comma.
yes. So in Python, sir, string, if I want to concatenate with another string, it will promote. But if you take any other type, it is not going to add. Okay. So now I will ask ChatGPT to give, okay, correct code. If there is any mistake, can you please give correct code? Then second, sir, line by line explanation I need. Then one interview tip also I want to learn from this. If I give this to my ChatGPT, sir, it is AI model. What AI model is going to do? It will analyze this. Maybe at a very top level, it will give what is the problem. Beyond that, nothing. Now, what I am going to do is observe carefully. I am writing instruction like this, right? Explain core principle. Explain core principle of data types. Data types in Python, especially what is a string. What is a string? Then what is integer? Okay, sir. When otherwise, sir, why Python does not why Python does not mix them directly? What is the reason? Like this, can you please go back? Can you please go back for the theoretical concepts? After this, then then solve this error. Solve this error. Now what will happen? Sir, can I say it is a kind of going back to the core concepts of a string, integer? If you add these two, what will happen? That core idea first I will get. And then we are going to analyze what will happen in this case. So whatever the text that I highlighted, that is nothing but what? Step back. Clear, friends?
Clear.
So first I will try to run this code alone. Let us see what will happen. Sir, just it is giving the correct code. Then line by line explanation it is giving. Okay. Now what I will do is, just I will copy paste the total thing, which includes step back prompt. Now see, sir, core principle. What is a string? What is a string? Then what is an int value? Sir, why does not Python is going to mix those two? What will happen? Okay. Then solve this error. Type error. I can concatenate only string to string. Sir, correct code. Have you observed? Using string we can do. Using formatted string we can do. Line by line explanation, one interpretive. Sir, more reliable answer you can expect when compared with previous response. This response is a bit advanced, right? This concept is called as what? Step back practice. Sir, when you are solving any problem, just ask AI model to revise a few minutes. Generally, do you know what will happen? When I am taking online classes also, just before moving to that class, I have one spiral notebook is there with the Java. Sir, all important topics will be there in that, like syntax, basic rules and regulations. Sir, it is not having the complete notes, complete programs, only a short hand note. Sir, in that the complete information will be there just before starting. Suppose I want to take method overloading. Around 3 hours I will spend on that topic. Just I will refer that one page sheet. total method overloading concept will be there. I will take my layman examples and I will explain to the students. Sir, what is the meaning of that? Before starting the class, just to go through that and then start. What will happen? There won't be any missing topic. All the topics full-fledgedly with 100% satisfaction. I'm going to take the session. Suppose if that paper is not there, that approach is not there, what will happen? Because today I'm going to take one topic, tomorrow I'm going to take another topic. Meanwhile, some other batch may run. So if I'm not going back to see that what topics we have to cover, then what will happen? Maybe 1 or 2 points I may miss. So that one I need in a perfect manner, means no need to go for any other approach. Just before starting, just to prepare for 1 or 2 minutes. Just a kind of revision kind of. That is called as what? Step back practice. Friends, if we are clear with this concept, then directly we will move to the examples. Clear? Don't worry, I will take multiple examples for you to understand. Clear?
This is clear, yeah.
Yeah. So as usual, just to get clarity on this, already I have some 10 example prompts are there with me. Just I will copy paste that and I will execute. Yeah. Anyway, so before moving to that, let me go with one structure. So what is the structure? Basic structure of step back. Basic structure of step back prompting. What is the basic structure? The basic structure is nothing but first specify the problem. Specific problem you need to identify. Then step back question. Step back question. Which topics we need to revise? Then the general principle or the knowledge you are going to get from that question. Then apply that principle on the current problem. Then you can develop a final answer. This is nothing but what internally happens in step back practice. So let's take one by one example. Have you observed first example? Artificial intelligence. Sir, what is this prompting? If you see, explain artificial intelligence to a beginner. This is my question. Explain artificial intelligence to a beginner. But before answering, take a step back. Identify the broader field to which artificial intelligence belongs to. It belongs to which field? Explain why intelligent missions are needed. Describe the basic capabilities expected from intelligent system. Now explain artificial intelligence with definition, types, applications, real world examples, advantages, limitations, and when you are explaining, use simple language. So my question is, explain artificial intelligence. But before answering, can you please go back why we need this particular concept, okay, and why these missions are required, okay, like that we are going to ask, and then we will define. Have a look once, friends. It is taking some time. Yeah. Step 1, broader field to which artificial intelligence belongs to. Okay. Why artificial intelligence missions are needed? Basic capabilities expected from an intelligent system. Artificial intelligence. Definition. Types. Okay. Sir, applications. Real world examples. Advantages. limitations, simple summary. So before giving the direct answer, it is going back, okay, and then it is giving the solution. Clear up? Everyone, please confirm. Clear, friends? No. Sir,
Yes,
second
clear.
thing.
One thing is that one question. Okay.
Yes.
Just scroll up a bit. Yeah. If the line it is saying before answering, take a step back. If I remove this line
Hmm.
and if write only four step, will it
Hmm.
have any repercussion on the final outcome?
Definitely, sir. Definitely. Because
Okay.
we are just giving the prompts. Somewhere in the beginning, I told some words are going to give big impact. This is one of the word.
Okay. Okay.
So
So step back itself is a,
we are explicitly making our AI model to refer these topics.
hmm.
Your language may or may not understand by AI mission. But if I use the technical word, it will go back and it will search for the topic.
Got it. Got it.
Now, example 2, prompt engineering. Explain prompt engineering to college students. So, can you please explain this prompt engineering to college students? But before answering, take a step back. First, identify how generative AI models understand user instructions. How generative AI models are going to understand user instructions. Next, why unclear instructions produce weak responses? Why unclear instructions are going to produce weak response? What factors influence AI output quality? Then explain meaning of prompt engineering, main components of prompt, prompting techniques, real world use cases, benefits, limitations. Sir, maybe it will be useful for us also. Let me check. Have a look once. Sir, how do generative AI models understand the user instructions? Okay. Why do unclear instructions produce weak response? Okay. What factors influence AI output quality? Okay. Prompt engineering. Meaning of prompt engineering. Main components, role, task, context, constraints, output, RTC0, already we covered. Prompting technique, zero shot prompting, one shot prompting, few shot prompting, chain of thoughts prompting, self consistency, reflection, real world use cases. Where we are using, sir, content writing, software development, education, customer support, and number of areas are there. Benefits of prompt engineering, limitations. Have you observed your results is always depending on your prompting quality? While writing, make sure that ambiguity should not be there. So you have to write clearly because AI may generate incorrect information. Like that. So since we asked just to go back and understand the core concepts, that's why it is giving clear clarity. Any questions, friends, up to this? Any
No,
questions
now
up
it
to
is
this, whatever I
clear.
covered?
Yes. No question from my side.
Right. Next. So what is our third prompt is debugging null pointer exception. This will be useful in Java programmers, especially. The following Java programs is going to throw null pointer exception. You have to write the program. As of now, let us assume something like a string s is equal to null reference is there. So system dot out dot println of s dot I am trying to find out length of the given string. Sir, on null object you can't find, right? Before correcting, take a step back. what null means, when null pointer exception will come, common reasons, how object initialization works. Then identify the exact error, correct the program, explain the changes, provide the output, suggest prevention practices. So just before answering, just I am asking to verify the core concepts first. Observe carefully. What is null? Then when does null pointer exception will occur? Common reasons. How does object initialization is going to work? Identify the exact error. Identify the exact error. Correct the program. Method 1, initialize the object, or just check whether null is there or not. Explain the changes like that. Clear? Just it is showing very clear clarity on the output. So by referring our core concepts before answer. Clear? Everyone, please confirm.
Clear.
Sir, next example number 4. B-tree applications. Actually, it is the concept used in data structures. So explain why B-trees used in databases. Before answering, take a step back. First, explain the difference between main memory and secondary storage. Why disk access is expensive. How tree height affects the searching. Limitations of binary search tree for disk storage. After covering these basics problems, then structure of B-tree, multi-way branching, balanced height, database indexing, file system applications, advantages over binary. Just refer all these points and then give answer for my question. Like that we are asking. Sir, why it is taking some time for this? Because it is going back. Difference between main memory and secondary. Why disk access is very expensive. How tree height is going to affect the search. Okay. Limitations of binary search tree for disk storage. Structure of B tree. Multi-way branching. Balanced height. Database indexing. File system applications. Advantages. Summary. So the person who don't know anything about the B-tree also, so just if he is having some prior problems, whatever I am facing, just you can provide that and you can ask the answer. Now it will refer why that concept is included and then it will for the answer. Clear, friends?
Yes. It's clear.
Let's go with some more examples. College attendance problem. This prompt also several times we use. Sir, a college has poor student attendance. Before suggesting a solution, take a step back. First, identify the broader factors that influence the attendance. Teaching quality, student motivation, timetable, transportation, academic pressure, health and professional issues, attendance policies. First, look back these things and then list possible root causes, create a diagnostic checklist, suggest a practical actions, define measurable improvement targets, provide final recommendation. So I need the improvement of attendance. For that, can you please go through all these things and then decide? Now what happens? Let us check. Have you observed broader factors that influence the attendance? Teaching quality. Classes may be too theoretical or monotonous. Lack of interaction can reduce student interest. Students may not understand the concept being taught. Teaching pace may be too fast or too slow. Student motivation. Okay. So next and after that, Timetable, early morning or late evening classes may reduce the attendance. Transportation, long travel. Have you observed? Beautiful. Even you can't analyze these things automatically. Assignments, projects, and examinations may increase the stress. Attendance policies. So possible root causes. Then how to avoid that? Just a checklist. Next, practical actions. What you can do. Measurable improvement target. Sir, it is giving some step-by-step analysis also. Clear? Understood, friends? Next, sir, college attendance problem. Just now we covered. Sir, college mini project selection. So I want to do a mini project. So I will suggest a mini project for third year computer science students. Before suggesting the projects, take a step back. First, identify student skill level, available duration, team size, technologies known, real world problem relevance, evaluation criteria, and then suggest 5 suitable projects with the problem statement, modules, technology stack, database, expected outcome, difficulty level. Suppose if I want to do any project, these are the problems I may face, concepts I may know. For that, just to go back and analyze whatever resources that you have. Sir, have you observed? Important factors: student skill level, available duration, team size, technologies, real world problem, evaluation criteria, project 1, project 2, project 3, project 4, project 5. Have you observed? For every project, difficulty level, technology, database. Okay. So I hope you understood how step back prompting is working. Clear, friends? Clear,
Yeah.
please confirm.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Next, examination preparation. Maybe this will be useful for students. A student has only 15 days to prepare for semester examination. Before creating the timetable, take step back, number of subjects, difficulty level, available study hours, strong and weak topics, examination sequence, revision requirements. Then create the timetable, subject-wise priorities, revision plan, mock test schedule, break strategy, final 3-day plan. Now observe number of subjects, difficulty level, available study hours, strong and weak topics, examination sequence, revision requirements, then 15-day schedule, 8 hours per day. Clearly, along with the timing, it is giving. Priorities also it is giving. Even mock test on which days you need to conduct. Everything it is giving very clearly. Understood, friends?
Yes. Yes. For getting that. Yeah.
Next, example 8. Training institute admissions. Sir, a technical training institute is receiving very few admissions. Before suggesting the marketing ideas, take a step back. First, analyze the general factors affecting admissions: course demand, pricing, trainer reputation, competition, student outcomes, course timings, marketing reach, online and offline preferences. Then, identify the possible costs, suggest a low cost pilot strategy, recommend promotional channels, define conversion metrics, give a conditional final recommendation. How to improve the admissions. Have a look once: course demand, pricing, trainer reputation, observation, competition, student outcomes, course timings, marketing reach, online, offline preferences, identify the possible causes, suggest low cost pilot strategy, recommended promotional channels, offline channels, define conversion metrics like this. If course demand is low, have you observed conditional recommendation? If course demand is low, update the syllabus and introduce industry relevant technologies. If inquiries are high but admissions are low, review pricing, trainer communication, and follow up process. If students are satisfied but awareness is low, focus on marketing and partnership with colleges. If working professionals are target audience, prioritize the evening, weekend, and online batches. Like that. So now no other person is required to solve your problems. Clear, sir, everyone? Please confirm. So next prompt, database performance issue. Sir, a database query is taking too much time to execute. Before optimizing the query, take a step back. First, explain the general factors affecting the database performance, like table size, indexes, joins, filtering, query structure, network delay, hardware resources. Then analyze the given query, identify, okay, so bottleneckness. So next, suggest the indexes. So rewrite the query, explain the unexpected improvements. General factors affecting the database performance. Before optimizing the query, we need to understand the factors that affect the database performance. Table size, analysis the given query, identify the possible things, suggest indexes, rewrite, expected improvement. Final note, like it is giving the clear indication what improvements has to be done. But before giving the solution, can you please go back and check all these properties? Then you can. Like that it is given. Clear, friends? Please confirm.
Mm.
So last example.
One thing is that yeah, one thing is that in the like all the examples that you have given here, so we
Hmm.
actually for writing prompt, one needs to have the grasp on the subject. Then it give the clear cut direction about on what topic it needs to step back, right?
Hmm,
Like in the
yes.
SQL, we should
Yes.
know
Yes.
what is the hashing, what is the indexing, everything we should know. Means the person who is asking should know that these are the topics that may lead to the delay in the querying. So in the after they step back, prompt is given to look at these kind of issues, then solve the problem, right?
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
so subject expertise is important here in this step up.
Yes, sir. Exactly. At least
Okay, okay.
if you are not having subject knowledge also, at least you should know what are the topics or the
Hmm, hmm,
factors which is going to be given in the prompt.
hmm. At least
See,
basic idea one should have.
yeah, for example, see, I want to do some big operations on matrices. I don't know anything about matrix. Then what I can give? What is matrix? How matrix is represented? So what operations we will do on matrices? Then explain matrix multiplication. Right?
Hmm.
Understood, right?
Got it. Got it.
Like that. No. So employee performance problem. Sir, an employee regularly misses the deadlines. Before recommending the disciplinary action, take a step back. First, identify the broader cause of missed deadlines, workload, skill gaps, unclear priorities, poor planning, personal issues, dependency problems, lack of resources. Then create a discussion framework. Suggest performance improvement actions. Set measurable goals. Define a review period. Explain when escalation is necessary. So like that, just to try to run this prompt and check. Workload, skill gap. Step 2, create a discussion framework. Suggest performance improvement actions. Set measurable goals. Define a review period. When escalation necessary. Final recommendation. Like that, it is giving the complete explanation how we have to do that. Understood, friends? Please confirm.
Yes.
Now, sir, you can see the final note here. Just I added step back prompting. Already we have so many reasoning promptings are there. In a single line, if I want to define step back prompting, what I can use? Understand the core concept before solving the given problem. You have to understand the core concepts before solving the problem. This is nothing but what step back prompting what you have.